Hey guys, Bella here. In this video, I'm going to be going over how I am being a little bit more minimalist in my kitchen and 10 things that I no longer buy. These are food prep related items and anything that you could have in the kitchen. It's much easier to stop buying things and just sort of declutter your life than it is to keep adding in new habits. So what I'm trying to do in 2019, a big part of it is to declutter my life in all areas. Definitely the kitchen is a good place to start because you have to go to your kitchen every single day to eat. So in this video, I'm going to go over 10 things that I no longer buy for my kitchen. Number one, pretty obvious, paper plates. So this is something that I have always grown up with in my house, and my family always bought them, and there's no telling like how many thousands of paper plates we've used, but I just feel like it's better for the environment if we stop using paper plates, and I'm really glad that they're starting to actually outlaw like styrofoam in some places. But I think paper plates are good if you are in a pinch, but for the most part, most of us have just gotten lazy and we don't want to do our dishes anymore, so I'm gonna stop buying paper plates. Number two is K-cups. You might see my coffee maker right there. I started buying these refillable cups and they're really cheap. You can get like a 6-pack of them. And what I've found that makes life a little bit easier is to fill up all 6 of them with the coffee of your choice. Today I'm using the chocolate peanut butter that I got from TJ Maxx. What I do is fill up all 6 of those, and then I'll use those, and then I'll only have to wash them every couple of days. It's definitely better for the environment to be putting in all those little plastic things in the trash. The third thing that I'm no longer buying is single-use gadgets, and I have 2 of these to show you because this is how stupid that I was. I bought an apple slicer, guys. Like, what was I even thinking when I made this purchase? Obviously, I was not thinking, because you know how I eat an apple? One bite at a time. Like, I don't even cut apples, so I have no idea why I even purchased this. And you can see that like you can never really get these kind of things clean, and I just think that it's ridiculous. So I no longer am gonna purchase single-use gadgets. That also goes along with this zucchini slicer that I bought for some reason that still has like bits of zucchini stuck inside of it. That's really gross. But I'm not gonna buy single-use gadgets anymore. That also includes like a waffle maker or something that is to store an avocado, or you've seen those things that you store butter in. That's ridiculous. Do not buy single-use gadgets. Number 4, things that I'm not gonna buy anymore are seasonings that are overly specific. I have 2 with me right here that have been in my cabinet for probably several years. One of these is just poppy seed. I think I made lemon poppy muffins one time and I wanted to have poppy seeds in them, so I've had these poppy seeds forever. I probably need to go ahead and make the rest of those muffins and get rid of these. The other thing is curry powder. I bought this for one recipe and really never used it again. So what you want to do with seasonings, there's certain seasonings that can be used for a lot of things. Get a seasoning like Nature's Own seasoning, and this is something that can go on everything. You can throw this in, on some vegetables or on a steak, and it's just a lot easier to have some all-purpose seasonings. Number 5, things that I'm not buying anymore. Excessive containers. You guys know Black Friday every single year, that Tupperware set goes on sale, and we buy, and we don't hardly ever use any of that stuff. So what I'm gonna stop buying is any kind of excessive containers that are just for one thing. Like I keep my sugar for my Airbnb guests in a container like this, so I don't really consider that as excessive, but the 30 pieces of Tupperware that I do have, that's definitely excessive. So my plan is to sort of make some food for people and slowly give those away. Number 6 would be excessive serving trays. So I am really guilty of this because I have all kinds of these little like plates and things. A lot of these are my mom's, but is this not the exact same thing? So why would we need more than one of these? Just pick out the nicest one that you have and keep that. Serving trays, little fancy dishes, things that you're probably never going to use but once a year. I just think that it's best to not purchase those. If you already have them and they bring you joy, that's one thing, but if you're just buying them just to buy them and to make yourself feel good, I think you should stop purchasing them. Number 7 is too many sizes of pots and pans, and I'm looking at all of mine right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pots, and 1, 2, 3, 4 different size skillets, and then we've probably got 3 different pans. Ultimately, a lot of this stuff has already been purchased, and I don't want to be wasteful, but we gravitate towards things that we use, and we use those same things over and over again. I already know which pot that I would get if I was going to go pick up something and, boil it or whatever. Like, I use a the certain one. So I don't know why pots and pan sets come with so many unless you're gonna be cooking a full-fledged, like, multiple course dinner. There's really no reason to have that many pots and pans. Number 8 is 2 of everything. So I will no longer buy 2 of everything. A lot of people think that they need a few of each thing. Like, here's an example right here. These. Why do I need 2 of these? I actually have about 4 or 5 of these, and it just keeps going. So in order to minimize, I think that the best thing you can do is pick your favorite of things and don't keep purchasing more and more and more. Because some of these utensils, I don't think I ever even use. Like, what is this even for? Like, I don't know. But anyways, and then I have a freaking, like, I have this kind of cheese grater, and then I have another kind of cheese grater. So I think I actually went out and purchased this or that other one because I didn't even know that this was in here. And this is like all bent and ratchet. So don't get 2 of everything. That's what I'm trying to say here. There's no reason for us to have 2 of each thing that we have and having all these backups. I think that's like Depression era mentality, and that, you know, the saving, if you replace something with something nicer, you need to get rid of the old ugly ratchet thing that you replaced. This is gonna have to go in the garbage. Number 9 is plastic straws. So I'm not really a straw person, and I don't really understand straw people, but I'm not gonna buy straws anymore. I'm actually trying to like go to where I eventually become more aware of what products I'm using and the packaging that I'm buying my food in, but it's very, very difficult because we live in a like consumer-centric society where we just buy, like everything, even, you know, these little packets that I'm using. I'm sure that it's probably more effective to buy the big bag of these. That way you don't have to throw all this away. So anyways, number 10 is that I'm gonna start repurposing more. I'm not gonna buy something just because it's for that. I'm gonna try to find another way to make it work. Like, for example, I got this old mug for 10 cents at the thrift store, and I put all of my coffees for my Airbnb in that. And another example that I can give you, I have my basil plants, and they're actually growing in these old, this is a cup that I had that I don't really like anymore, so I stuck it in there, and it's got a new root system developing. And then these are some old bottles that I found. So repurposing in order to do your projects. Don't go out and buy something just because you want to do planting or something like that. I think the biggest problem with minimalism and repurposing and things like that is we're kind of trained to go out and gather. And so when we stop gathering, we don't really know what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm guilty of this. Like, the other night, I didn't have anything to do, and I was kind of like, well, I want to go to TJ Maxx. And I was like, well, what the hell for? Like, you don't even need anything. I was like, well, let me think of something to need. Like, that is where we're at as a society, where we have so much that we are trying to come up with, basically, things that we think we need. Like, I was like, well, what if I get this new thing and I might need a new makeup brush and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, this is ridiculous. So, minimalism and mindfulness in general are gonna teach you, and this is gonna seep into your life, of where you start to realize, like, well, I don't even want to go clothes shopping. I have clothes. I just feel bad today, and I feel bad about myself, so clothes could potentially make me feel better. And once you start reading into that, you can deal with some of those issues a little bit more. But anyways, this is 10 things that I will no longer purchase, and these are all kitchen related things. I'll probably go through every area of my house as I declutter it and decide what has been a waste of money for me over the years. Because let's be honest, like, this stuff is not free. We're talking $10 here, $10 there. That's money that you can stash back for a concert or a vacation or a trip, or even, you know, something that might be a little bit more meaningful to you. So I think that that's something that I'm gonna keep trying to work on, is just minimizing and simplifying all aspects of my life. But hopefully you guys watched the full video. If you did, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm Bella, I'm an entrepreneur. I make videos about all kinds of things apparently, and minimalism is just the newest one. So I'm gonna continue exploring this, and I'll probably do a video about my KonMari experience, the life-changing magic of tidying up. I'm still in the process. I've gotten through the first 2 phases, and I'm moving on to paper this week. So wish me luck. Take care, guys. Hopefully this will be something that was useful to you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.